2021, AI did something nobody thought was possible. It read a man's mind. 100 years ago, a German psychiatrist named Hans Berger spent 30 years trying to build a mind-reading machine. He failed. He died believing it was impossible. He was right though, because humans couldn't do it. But AI just did. Most people think that AI reading your mind is a future thing, a sci-fi scenario, something that only happens when the AI gets smart enough. That's totally wrong because it's already happening as I'm speaking. And the question isn't whether AI will read your mind, it's how far this goes. There's a man named Casey Harrell, a man in his 40s, a father. He has ALS, the same disease Stephen Hawking had. A few years ago, his speech faded until even his own family couldn't understand him anymore. In 2023, surgeons placed 4 tiny chips into the part of his brain that controls speech. Casey thinks the words, the AI inside of his chip listens to his neurons firing and translates them into speech in real time in his own voice that's cloned all the recordings of him before the disease took it. Accuracy 97%. Vocabulary 125,000 words. A man who hadn't had a conversation in years is now talking again just by thinking with the help of AI. Then there's a woman named Anne. 15 years ago, a stroke took her ability to speak. At the University of California in San Francisco, scientists trained an AI to read the part of her brain that would have moved her mouth. Now Anne talks at almost 80 words per minute through a digital avatar of her face. The AI even reads her facial expressions. The smile, the frown, all of them pulled from her brain. In 2025, the same team broke another record. Brain to speech in less than 80 milliseconds. That's faster than you can blink. And then there's this company you've already heard of. By the end of 2025, 12 people had Neuralink chips implanted in their brain. One of them is Noland. Paralyzed from the shoulders down, Neuralink was implanted on his brain in January 2024. He plays chess, he plays video games for hours. AI watches the neurons in his motor cortex and turns them into clicks in real time, and he only needs his thoughts. We also have Paul from the United Kingdom, who woke up from his Neuralink surgery, and within hours of opening his eyes, he was already moving a computer cursor with his mind. These are not lab experiments. 100 years ago, Hans Berger died believing that the human brain can never be decoded. He was right because humans couldn't do it, but AI just did it and it broke the wall.